not an escape room. This is not a theater when, you're given a role and you need to act. There's no acting required. This is not a puzzle game. It is an almost 2-hour psychological experience. As you know, I was the matriarch, the new character introduced in that game. It was also very interesting not to be Lady D. If I'm going to be shy, or what if I will not know the answer? What if, that are those questions that are spinning around in our mind. Don't worry, because some challenges to work on, but you work in the group and you're never alone. The house never leaves you alone. So you're always supported.
I didn't have a clue what I was going into when I signed up for it.
That was just super brave. Yeah.
I knew I could have asked you, but I was like, oh no, I just want to go into it, see what happens. But it was a lot more tense than I thought it was going to be at times. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. And like you said, there was a lot of silence at times, but mostly because everyone was trying to work things out. You've got people to talk to, so it's not harrowing, but haunting at times, I think. At the very beginning, it was just me and Lex, so we were like, oh, what's the weather like with you? But by the end of it, it was like we'd known each other for years, and the same with Kim as well, obviously. Yeah. We've all sort of kept in touch, we've all got each other on social media and look at each other's stories and things. So I definitely feel like I've made friends through it as well.
This melts my heart, really. Besides that, because I have a heart.
Do you?
I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you know, you see?
I quite like the tension of it, if I'm honest. It definitely added to it. I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to say, so I'm not. I'm just not going to say a lot. Together, but I was like, shh. It's really tense.
As Violet said, it was tense. The funny thing is, I used to hate such challenges or riddles. It was a good way to step out of my comfort zone.
How you all bonded in a second and started to work together and have ideas and solving and connecting.
Yeah, the tension, but also the opportunity to bond with each other, because usually I don't talk to people who I don't know. And at the first beginning, I thought, oh no, I just will be silent and just watch. I just say, okay, I do it. I just do it.
And then you just opened up. Beautiful. That I did not think about, that game will actually help, for example, to open up or bond or make new friends. That's beautiful. That's absolutely another level of that experience.
I just enjoy it very much.
How good. Thank you. Natasha, tell us a little bit about the game. How did you actually come up with this idea?
I was a teacher before, where I had, during COVID, had live Zoom with my students, and it was different challenges, different things, and they had to solve different cases online. That they can connect to each other. They won't just learn the material, but being in that isolation, they would get to know each other, and they would have the experience that they would have in a normal classroom, going to a normal college and university. I think when we were talking with Helena, she wanted to make sure that her audience is connected. She really felt like she was building a community here. And we wanted that really melted my heart when Violet and the girls in the game were saying that they wanted to add each other later on social media. They wanted to connect, because this was the main goal, is to make the game super hard, super challenging, interesting, emotional. And at the end, for you to kind of team up together and to be like, oh, we can beat it together. We can beat them. We can escape together. And they did. It was so fun. I've never done anything so creative in my life. So writing the game with Helena, the game, the way I originally thought of it, changed so much throughout rehearsing it. Every time we had a focus group of our own friends and family that were helping us with the riddles and puzzles, and every time they would solve it easily, we would be like, oh, we should make it harder, because we don't necessarily want it to be easy. We want you to struggle, or to not even get it, but to connect over how complicated and confusing this is. That's how it is in life. You are in a hard situation in life, and you meet people that struggle with you through it. And somehow you find this silver lining at this moment, hard moment in your life, you come out of it. You come out of it with something, at least making a friend over this. It was very interesting to see the girls, how they were going in the wrong direction. Then one of them kind of had the correct direction, but then she didn't really push it, and they went the wrong way.
Like, oh no, but she said this. No, but my chart said that. And oh, maybe this means that. And
you don't get to know personal information about them, but you get to know what their values are, what they stand for. And I think sometimes when we meet people in real life, we know their name, we know what they work, we see how they're dressed, but we don't really know what's inside, what they stand for. And here you start backwards. That's why at the end of the game, they felt so close, like they wanted to exchange information, because it feels like you know each other.